Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how to install and use Minikube. So Minikube is basically a package or a software that lets you create a single node local Kubernetes cluster, right? So you can create a local Kubernetes cluster and you can use it for learning and developing for Kubernetes. Of course, you will have these things mostly. These are the requirements, and mine's actually a Mac system. So having said that, actually let's start with the Hyperkit installation, because that's the first thing that you need. Hyperkit is basically a virtual machine manager. So I have this other link where basically they tell you how to install Hyperkit using brew. So I'm going to do that first. It's pretty fast. And then let's actually install kubectl as well, because you need that. So kubectl is already installed for me. This is the version I have. And then I'm going to install the Minikube. So all brew commands basically. So as you can see, like these are showing as already downloaded. That's because of my prior installations on this laptop. And for you, it might take a little bit. Okay. So all good. The installation is complete. So what else do we need to do? Okay, let's go ahead and start the Minikube cluster. But since we are using Hyperkit, so we need to actually start it like this. And you can actually restrict or limit the amount of memory that your Minikube uses using this command actually. So I'm going to provide you all the documentation links, but basically if you scroll all the way down over here, you'll see a bunch of handy commands like these. And this is the command I use to actually limit the memory. So here they are limiting it to 16 gigs. I actually limited it to 8 gigs, which is why the virtual machine is being created with the 8 gig memory. Okay. All right. So it seems like the cluster has been started. So I'm going to run kubectl command. So config. So the current context is Minikube context, which is done by the installation for you. So as it shows over here, and the default namespace. Okay. Now the next thing is to basically try out some Kubernetes commands in this cluster. So I'm going to actually create a deployment. I'm just going to follow this documentation, and they have like an image over here, and I'm going to expose the deployment. And what that means is actually it creates a service. So you can run this command, and that shows the service it creates. It basically creates a node port service, and this is the cluster IP, etc., etc. And one thing that you want to do is basically run this kubectl post forward. So in order to forward the port, so once you do this, what you can do is just click on this URL over here, and that actually just takes you to this web page, which is basically what that application is supposed to do. Okay. And I'm not going to create a load balancer, but what I will show you is I don't know if you can hear it. So once you start the Minikube cluster, your machine is going to be busy, and if you don't have that much CPU, that much memory, on your laptop or desktop, wherever you're installing this, then it's going to be, your system's going to be slow. So you want to actually like stop the Minikube cluster whenever you are not using it. Okay, I'm going to cancel the port forwarding. I'm going to stop the Minikube cluster. And so once you stop it, then the usage, the CPU usage will go down. And if you want to create another cluster also, you can do it like this. And you can even specify the version of the Kubernetes that you want to install actually. And I want to actually delete all the clusters in my Minikube now. And it actually deletes everything. So that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in a different video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Thank you.